Hello and welcome to your AYDA interview as a finalist. Let's keep things light and casual, but first let me introduce myself. I am Melissa Chua, or you can call me MJ, one of the AYDATV correspondents. I am from University of Santo Tomas College of Architecture. So now that I've introduced myself briefly, kindly introduce yourself and your university, Mr. Fitzgerald.
Good morning, everyone. I am Fitzgerald Eyas, a current fourth-year architecture student from Ateneo de Davao University.
And so now that I've know a little bit more about yourself, and you mentioned you're from Ateneo de Davao, how does it feel to represent your university in this national or even international competition?
It was really, at first, it was really unbelievable because joining the competition was it was my own initiative, and they haven't told us na guys sali kayo or what participate kayo. It was just me going along and embarking on this journey. So, and after knowing the finalists last January 12 when Sir Mike called me and I was one of them, I was really like, it was in the middle of the night and I was like, I got in, tapos it was like, I have less than 2 weeks to prepare, and it was in the middle of the night and I was like confirming if did I really make it, then did I really make it to the cut, to the top 20, to the top 10. It was, AYDA is one of the most highly anticipated events for every architecture students and young designers out there. So bearing Ateneo's name, and it was our first time participating this year, and I hope to inspire my fellow artists because I know that the Ateneo quality of education in architecture is top tier, and I do believe hopefully that madami magsunod sa akin pa. Ayun.
Yeah, sobrang gets ko yung feeling na parang tinry ko lang naman pero hala, natanggap ako, gano'n. Kasi even as correspondents, we also did the application as well, similar. But iba talaga pag yung, syempre, design project mo na yan. And representing your school means a lot talaga. I'm sure that a lot of people who are going to watch this are gonna be inspired about your journey and your story. Kasi yun nga, you're one of the first to represent the university, and for sure may susunod pa yan. So let's talk more about you. So I'm curious, no? Do you have like a design philosophy or maybe an inspiration that you follow when it comes to coming up with your projects and designs?
Okay, so this one is really something that is personal. So when I was still a freshman back in 2019, I think. So competition, blockmates, you have those course competition, but some critic from other section told me that my designs are mediocre, and that got into my design philosophy that I was just starting, and of course when you start to explore your designs and your forms and what style are you going to follow. So it's one thing that a fresher shouldn't have established his identity when it comes to design. So I was really shocked with that, and I took that as an inspiration and motivation to improve myself and to explore more with the forms and philosophy, manifest those. So I look into documentaries, and of course one of the prominent oyster architects that I really look up into as inspiration, the name of few is Frank Gehry, the Art Ingalls. Also, I love also Tiango Puma and Francisco Mendoza. They have this particular design that got me in terms of order and form. They don't just design for its mere look, but they have this quality in terms of character and transferring the feeling from the built environment to the human emotion. So if you guys have the time to look up into documentaries, I really recommend you guys watching Frank Gehry's Nowness documentary in YouTube. It's only 5 minutes, and you get to see a lot of insights there and how he processes and creates feeling in terms of with his design. And also Bjork Ingalls in Netflix, and I think it's also in YouTube. The Abstract. documentary. So they are one of the few inspirations I look up into in terms of my design philosophy.
Yeah, nakakaano naman ng mga classmates mo nung first year. Siyempre, first year ka pa lang kakapasok mo lang, everything so new. Lalo na, for me, ako, kapag pumasok ng RT, parang, wait lang, bakit ba ako nandito? Yung mga ganun pa. So, understandable, wala ka pang automatic design philosophy kasi one of my mentors even told me before na as you go along your architecture journey, this 5-year course, no, magde-develop din yan. So for those who are watching, you know, na wala pa kayong design philosophy na concrete and nag-iiba pa yan, it's fine. Kasi like, you know, like Fitzgerald here, totoo na as you watch documentaries, as you research architects or other firms, may makukuha ka sa kanila each one, and slowly but surely you're able to form your own design philosophy, no? So speaking of, you know, yung projects, yung competition, what is something that you've learned from this competition, this AYDA experience, that you would like to give us an advice to the next generation of young designers?
Siguro, this one, I've known my school as really one of the best school in terms of architecture, and I see a lot of potentials in my batchmates and even in my juniors and in my seniors. So it sucks to see na walang nag-participate or being passive kasi natatakot, lack of confidence. But you know, when you take on this journey, you just have to take this as an opportunity to improve yourself and to explore more, because when someone joins the competition, they would automatically think na I should get to the top, I should carry the gold, silver award. But it's not actually that. The intention is not that, but the intention should be on improving yourself and upscaling the impact of your design and to influence other people, to inspire. So I think that's one of the things that I have learned, na to not look up or do not allow your anxiety, do not overthink over the outcomes, because the outcomes will always be there, but along the process, you have to focus on yourself, on to building up your character along this journey. So ayun, a lot really, but it was just a character development that I built through on this journey. And the end, all this, thank you so much, are just a bonus of what I did the past few months of developing and conceptualizing my concept.
Ayan, thank you so much. So, yun din yung maganda sa competitions like this na hinahold ni AYDA, no? Kasi they're open to everyone, and parang hindi ka masyado ma-intimidate na kailangan talaga award kasi they have workshops and mentorships na along the way yung experience, yung growth nung individual yung pinofocus na nila besides the competition. Parang plus points na lang nga, like you said, yung pag nanalo or kapag may special award, di ba? So, ayun. And ayun, thank you so much again, Mr. Fitzgerald from Ateneo Davao University. We wish you luck on the competition and we hope to see you soon.
Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.